Who's invading your neighborhood? Details at 11.
Are you ready for the invasion? I'm accused of doing wrong by those who don't know all the facts. They're breathing down my neck, I took a second to relax. My spirit's at peace, they push my flesh to the max. They're like,
let's just tempt him and see how he reacts.
Bring it to the light, I'm shutting it down, making it right despite the sound. Yeah, they might seem righteous now, turn it around, try to wipe me out, but I'm still standing, facing the cannon, exposed with the evil that I had a hand in. Highway to heaven with the flesh abandoned, flying like Michael, but I ain't landing. I'm pulling away from the status quo, I'm just paint on the canvas, so I miss like spray, but the can is low. Between angel and animal, like a fade into the back and just stay quiet. Point me out, not just deny it. If I'm exposed, they just might riot. Convert the natives, let's go try it. Show them the light, they get excited. Unified where they've been divided. Hearts get healed and the wrongs get righted.
Sounds real nice, but am I invited?
Call me Batman and lean on me. I got the light that we all need, and I'll stand out like neon green, cause even the blind can see I'm free. Aliens and strangers, sick of blending in, standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're aliens and strangers, sick of blending in, standing out in the crowd. You probably wouldn't understand. Standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're you probably wouldn't understand. Now we're cleverly disguised, you innocent and spies, twisting Jesus into lyrics at the risk of my demise. To see this planet, then it dies. We're just here to open eyes. He sent the young and foolish into the humble out the wise. We preach a kingdom without borders, shine so bright that you can't ignore us. Going hard, fulfill my orders, plenty fruit with a worker shortage. Size the task is so enormous, by yourself you can't afford us. Going home to where our Lord is waiting. I'm distorted, I'm reflected, I'm infected, I'm defected and defective, and what it has to offer me is simply not impressive, and it's telling me to take my focus eyes off the objective. And the customs here are strange and dangerous from my perspective. We look for a place to call our own, soften the hearts that were made of stone. This creation daily groans, we're strangers here but not alone. Wait to escape the flesh and bone, we're freaks cause we're affection prone. To make sure that the seed is sown, we make a good confession known. We're aliens and strangers, sick of blending in, standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're aliens and strangers, sick of blending in, standing out in the crowd. You probably wouldn't understand. Standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're you probably wouldn't understand.
News 24's own Howard Bradshaw is on location at the Department of Alien Research and Control, where he was able to catch up with someone who can give us some insight and answer the question, who are these strangers?
Have they gone through the process of naturalization?
I can tell from how they act, they must be from another nation, trying to take some others with them to their final destination. And we see some eyes change like some kind of revelation.
With peace and love, self-control, gentleness, and patience?
Man, they even offer sinners an escape from condemnation, but they're acting kinda weird and claim to have pure motivation.
If they're from another world, what's their means of transportation? If their home's another place, tell me how they get their visas.
If the world oppresses them and their zeal it seems increases.
From our observations, we know that they're not another species.
But these ain't the kind of aliens appeased by Reese's Pieces. They're a wrinkle in the rug, and they got these people tripping. People hate them, people love them. Now there's some that's going with them. They joined in on their mission, caught a glimpse of their vision. Their lives are so convincing.
You can make your own decision.
We're aliens and strangers, sick of blending in, standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're aliens and strangers, sick of blending in, standing out in the crowd. You probably wouldn't understand. Standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're standing out in the crowd, standing out in the crowd. We're you probably wouldn't understand.